Hey guys, this is Keith with KJ Aquatics. I know that lighting sucks really bad. Hold on a sec. That helped. That helped a little bit. But anyways, I just got in a box. Supposed to have it yesterday, but there was a little flight delay. No big deal. Again, these are plants. They're not fish, so I wasn't really worried. But I'll see if a few people show up. If not, the main reason I do these live, it's just easy, and then using YouTube, it's easy to share. So I'll blast this out over Facebook after I get it unboxed. That other light up there, I can't help that because that's the sunshine. I tried to block it with a banner, but obviously my banner's not big enough. So let me see if I turn this one off. That kind of sucks too. So let's see. As you can tell, that sucks. I don't really do this. YouTube isn't my forte. But anyways, let's see. That's a little better. Turn it this way. How about that? It's a little better? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to unbox these, get it done, get them wet, and then if you want to buy anything, I'll get this updated on our Facebook or on our website at kjeaquatics.com. So you're going to see them as I see them. Pretty big box for what I got. I didn't think I ordered so much, but apparently I did. So, hey Chevy. All right, the first one I'll show you. This one is a staple for all people that breed fish, but Hornwort. These are actually really nice and green too. Nice Hornwort. Easy plant, actually super easy. It doesn't root, so it just floats around. I get these weighted just for retail purposes, but once you buy a bunch, I mean like a bunch, like not like a lot, but one bunch, just remove this plant weight and just let it float around the tank. So, Hornwort. Next up is Cryptocurrene Wenti Red. These are really nice too. Excuse me, I just ate lunch and I got the burp, so I apologize. Crypt Wenti Red. These are really nice. Next up, this is one that I get in often just because it sells well. And if stuff sells well, then I keep it in stock. Anyways, these are dwarf water onions. This plant right here will produce a nice big white flower that'll grow above the water surface. So really, really nice plant. Dwarf water onions. Next up is Crypt Lutea. Cryptocurrene Lutea. If you notice when you check our website, if you look at the plants that we typically stock, they're low tech, easy plants. I don't stock a lot of high tech plants that are harder to keep. That isn't the market that I gear my business towards. I gear my business towards easy. All right, so I try to stock easy plants, and cryptocurenes as a species are easy, and I really love crypts. They come in different colors, different leaf shapes and whatnot, but Cryptocurene Lutea, if I'm saying that right, is really nice looking, easy crypt. Cryptocurrene Lutea. This one here is Crypt lucens. It's another easy plant, smaller leaf shape, Cryptocurrene lucens. Okay, looks similar, but the leaf obviously it's a different shape, a little bit different color, different shade of green. So Crypt lucens. Here we got another crypt. This is Cryptocurrene Wenti Brown. Some people call them bronze, but you'll get a brownish bronze hue to the leaf, other than green. So it won't be your basic green. It'll have a little bit more color than just green. So Cryptocurene on my website, these are listed as Crypt Wenti Brown. All right. Actually, just give me a second, and I'm gonna pull this layer out and just throw them up here. These are just plant pots. We do plant a lot of our own. Told you guys that before if you watch me at all. But if you want to propagate your own plants and you want to pot them for ease, actually, if you plan on retailing any of your plants, potting them is so much easier than uprooting your whole tank. All right, next up is, this is very popular for me to sell, so I just ordered a buttload more. But this is Sagittaria subdellata, narrow leaf. Right, this is actually the immersed form of the leaf, but this plant right here converts so easy and it grows pretty fast, shoots off with runners. So this is a little bit different than your Dwarf Sagittaria. This is Sagittaria subdellata narrow leaf, so it's going to get taller than Dwarf Sagittaria. But they're sold in a bunch, just what you see right here. It's probably 3 to 4 plantlets, just tied up with a weight. So this is Sagittarius subdellata narrow leaf. It's a bunch of them. There's 20 bunches right here, so buy them all. Okay. Next up is Tiger Lotus bulbs. These are the bulbs. This is how I buy them, and then I start to grow them out. I'll sell just the bulb, but I think on my website I have them listed, as sprouted bulbs if they start to sprout. I really don't like, if you want to buy them just as a bulb, I'll sell them 100%, no guarantee. So if it doesn't grow, don't complain to me. But I'll list them sprouted, so you know you're getting a viable plant. So I buy them. I take the chance. See, this one here is actually sprouted. You can see the sprout right here, the dilly dad right there. That's the sprout coming out. So this one I know is viable. They're not always, when you buy them as a bulb, they're not always 100% true. So let me take the risk. Wait till I list them as sprouted, and then you know you got a good plant coming. All right. If you guys have any questions, again, I'm live. I'm just doing this. I'm doing it live, just because when I'm done, it allows me to share it easy. I have a problem growing hornwort. Does it really need strong light? Sheds over time. Hornwort needs medium light, hatchery man. I don't have any issues with it. So medium light, and you should be good. Maybe you just got a bad batch of hornwort. I don't know, but I got a bunch growing right now. I grow it outdoors when it warms up some, and it works really good for me. So I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't need highlight. Doesn't need CO2. Next up, Jungle Valescenaria. This is just a regular jungle val. Let me get the bag open. Pull one out. Jungle vals. If you don't know what jungle val is, this is what it is. It's a Valescenaria. It gets really tall. Jungle val can get 6, 8, 9 feet in length easily. So I do not suggest putting this in a 10-gallon or smaller. If you're going to put it in a 20, that's fine. I would put it in a 20 tall. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for a 20 long. So jungle val, 20 tall or bigger tank is what I recommend. So you could put it in a 5 or a 10, but it's gonna get too big, really. The cool thing about it, if you do plant it in a shallower tank, that this is real flimsy. So when it grows tall, it's just gonna fan out. So technically, you can grow it in a shallower tank, but it's gonna fan out. It grows easy. And if you get too much, then it might fan out and cover the top of the tank and might choke out the light to your other plants. So, anyways, jungle val. Next up is, these are just assorted Anubias. I'll pot these, so they'll be listed on my website as Anubias assorted potted. These are actually pretty nice pieces. I'm putting over here because I'm getting that stupid light. I don't know. Again, I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't have all the fancy gizmos. Anyways, Anubias, these will be listed as assorted Anubias potted. Next up is Italian Valescenaria. So this is a different val. Stays a little bit, the leaf shape is a little bit more narrow versus the jungle val, and it doesn't grow as tall. Italian Valescenaria, this is also known as Valescenaria spiralis, which kind of funny because it's not spiral shaped. It's pretty straight, but this will get probably about 2 feet. Seeing if you guys have any other questions, but I don't see any. If you have questions, and if I'm smart enough to answer them, I'll try. So, Italian vals, Java ferns. Everybody should know what Java ferns are. Well, I'm just looking. Yo, bro. Oh, that's my son. He didn't know I was live. Anyways, Java ferns. Easy plant. Do not bury the rhizome, which is here. You could attach these to wood, rock, or decorations using string or gel type super glue. So, jungle val, Java fern. Some more Anubias. These ones are medium, so I'll list these as assorted medium. So, same as the other ones, they're just a little bit bigger. So, assorted Anubias medium. There's some pretty nice pieces too. That's nice. This one I know because I can tell by the easy skinny shape. This is Lanceolata. This, I believe, is Congensis. Some of the other ones I get confused. I know that's another Lanceolata just because of the leaf shape. It's long and narrow. Okay. Contortion vals. I got a bunch of these in last time and they sold out pretty quick. But this should be called Valescenaria spiralis. But because this will get the spiral shape. Actually, I don't know the scientific name for contortion val. This is not corkscrew. This is similar to corkscrew, but it gets much taller than corkscrew. So corkscrew will stay shorter, but have the same spiral leaf shape. This is what I have here is contortion valve. Again, I don't know the scientific name. One of you guys want to post it, that's cool. All right. So, next up, I got a bunch of potted plants. And this is why I really made this order for this week. Cryptocurrene Wenti Pink Flamingo. I got 10 more of these in. They sell really fast. So Crypt Pink Flamingo, if you're interested, get them while you can. They're not always available. And a lot of retailers will sell these as tissue culture. I personally, not a huge fan of tissue culture. I can get them. You see me, I don't stock them that much. I rep Tropica, but you don't see me stock a lot of Tropica plants just because you get a better plant, in my opinion, for your money when it's already grown out versus tissue culture. Sure, the pro of tissue culture is they're pest free, but honestly, that doesn't bother me. So, anyways, Crypt Wenti Pink Flamingo. I got a bunch of these. Come on, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. They packaged these pretty good. Here's a cool one. I really like this plant right here. This is, try not to drip water on my computer. This is pearlweed. These are really nice bunches too. And gauging the size of these potted plants right now, they're growing out good for the nursery, and probably next week they'll have them on sale. Just based on the size of the plant. This is a lot of plant for your money right here, pearlweed. Very versatile plant. You can grow this, you can float this. You can grow it as a foreground plant if you keep it trimmed down. It's easy to trim. Or you could put it in a mid-ground in a smaller tank or as a mid-ground and just let it grow. It's going to grow tall and bushy. So swaps. Yeah, Chevy. I do. I have swap coming up at Lehigh Valley Aquarium Society. I forget the exact date. It's It's May something. I forget. Lehigh Valley. So we're going to travel down to Pennsylvania. Also, NECA, the New England Cichlid Association, has their club auction. It's going to be in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, April 30th. New England Cichlid Association is actually my home club, even though I'm not like real close to it. But I've been a member for at least 5 years, I think. And since I went into business, they always allow me to set up a small vendor table. So it's not technically a swap, but I will be vending at New England Cichlid Association annual club auction, and I will be at the Lehigh Valley Aquarium Society swap. May something, I forget. So you can find it on Facebook. I do post links to the events that KJE goes to on our Facebook business page, which you can find at facebook.com/KJE Aquatics. You could also check our website, which is kjeaquatics.com. I don't have links to events on the website yet. That is something that I plan on doing. Also using MailChimp and stuff like that, but I haven't done so yet. But if you follow us on Facebook, you'll definitely know where we're going and what we're up to. So I post on Facebook practically every day. So anyways, so I got the pearlweed. I got the Crypt Flamingo. Let's see what else I got. Oh, yes. And I got more Crinum Calama Stratum. Check these out. If you haven't heard me say it before, Crinum Calama Stratum is probably my favorite plant. It gets really big, but it grows slow. and just check out the leaf texture and shape. I call it octopus plant, but it's really not the real name of it. But that's just, it reminds me of octopus tentacles. So Crinum, Calama, Stratum. So next up is, this is a rare, not crypt. This is more on the rare side. This is Anubias Nana Golden. All right, it's hard to see the color with the video, but this is a Anubias species, but this is the Nana Golden. All right, not very common. You get like a nice light colored lime colored leaf with this versus a regular Nana. Excuse me. The regular Nana is going to be a dark, more olive drab looking color. This is going to be a lighter lime color. Hey, Peter. Yeah, to me the leaves look just like octopus. So there's a plant. There's another. That's why you can't always go with common names, because there's another plant, a pogostemon species. That common name for it is called the octopus plant. Pogostemon, I forget what it is, Lotus or something like that. Alishan, yes, May 14th. So Chevy, you asked me if we're going to a swap. Alishan posted the date, May 14th. So that's Lehigh Valley. We'll be down there. Karen Haas, Karen and Alan, they're friends of ours. So we drive down. It's probably 3.5, 4 hours probably for us, but we like to drive down, have a good time. We'll be down there hanging out with Michael Skurnick of Michael's Fish Room. Mike's a good friend of mine, so we come down, we hang out, have jokes, sell stuff, have a good time. Usually go get a pizza afterwards. It's all fun. So, anyways, back to what I got in here. So I got the pearl weed. And I got a bunch in there of the same thing, so I'm not pulling out and showing you guys every single pot, but Dwarf Sagittaria. So I showed you, and I'll show you here. All right, these are pots of Dwarf Sagittaria, and they look very similar to Sagittaria subdolata narrowleaf. But this one right here, they're small plants because they just came from the nursery. This plant right here is going to grow taller than this plant right here, for the most part. Now, I have seen Dwarf Sagittaria grow 6 to 10 inches before, but normally it'll stay within 3 to 4 inches, sometimes shorter. This will typically get 6 to 12 inches, just from my experience growing it. So this is Sagittaria subdolata narrowleaf. This is Sagittaria subdolata dwarf. I don't know the rest of the scientific part of it, but just going on what I know, which isn't much. So Dwarf Sagittaria. Let me just read the comments real quick. Yes, Canastillo, Dwarf Sagittaria is good in any tank, really, unless you got Rift Lake cichlids. So no pizza this time. White Castle. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're going to White Castle. I guess there's one close by. If there's one close by, I'm definitely down for White Castle. All right. So all right. Let me get back to what's in here. So I showed you the flamingos. I showed you the Crinum. I showed you the Anubias. Oh, all right. Last variety is right here, and this is one of my. This isn't a true sword, but they call it micro sword. These are nice pots too. Holy crap, these are nice, really nice. But this is micro sword narrowleaf. It's not a true sword plant. It's actually called. I can't read Latin. Liliopis, if I'm saying it right. I'm probably not, but I'm going on the common name, so give me a break. It's Microsword Narrowleaf, right? Really cool grass type plant. You can grow it foreground, mid ground. Easy plant. It propagates. It spreads by runners, similar to Valescenaria, right? Alishan, the Lehigh swap is in Coplay. Yes, it is. I know that for a fact. It's at the same location as they had the last one. It's at the Coplay Firehouse. It's a nice venue. They have a nice big open area. Has a good footprint that allows I mean, it's a big space for vendors and buyers, so it's a good place. And Karen Haas puts that on with Lehigh Valley. She does a great job. So, anyways, that's all I got, guys. As far as variety, I didn't get a huge amount, but I got some really nice stuff. I can tell you these are the cat's butt right here. Microsword, um, narrow leaf, and then these are really nice pots of Dwarf Sagittaria. Everything I got is nice. The pearlweed, holy crap! Look at that. That pearlweed got a fro going right there. That's a big bunch of pearlweed. Um, really nice. I have a pot of this up on the NEC auction right now, and somebody has a bid at $12. It's a little bit more than I'd pay for it. I don't charge that much, but I put it up on the NEC, so the money's going to a good cause, and I get my cut out of that. So it's all good to me. And then, if you don't know about the NEC auction, I don't have a link for it. Someone could post the link to what's going on right now. If you're within the Northeast and affiliated with any of the clubs up in the Northeast, you can check out the NEC auction, and you got a chance to get some really nice stuff to you. Mark, I will try to go live when I get pond plants. Actually, pond plants are available, Mark, but I'm not bringing them in right now because it's too cold where I'm at. It's springtime here, but it's still cold out, and I'm just going to waste my money if I bring in a bunch of pond stock. So I'll bring it in when the weather permits. But it does end tomorrow, Alishan. The NEC auction ends tomorrow. KJE has our max amount of lots, which was 25, plus we probably have another 5 or 6 donations that we put up on there. And anything that we donate, as far as anybody donates to the auction, if it's listed as a donation, then 100% of those proceeds go to the NEC. So I'm just scrolling through, reading. Alishan, pre-hangover. Yeah, I'm looking at the White Castle pre-hangover food. Mike doesn't drink, but I'll drink a beer or two, maybe 3 or 4 on Mike's behalf. So, anyways, that's all I got. I want to get these wet so they don't dry out, but we did get a lot of nice stock in, and as soon as I get these placed in the tanks, I'm going to go upstairs and I will update the website to reflect current inventory of plants. Also, if you guys don't know, we sell everything besides plants. We're not just plants. I rep some really cool companies, really good companies. Dr. Baslier, Fritz Aquatics, Ocean Nutrition. Trying to think of some of the other ones. Aqualife. I have a full line of medications, so foods. We have sponge filters, air supplies, pretty much everything you need. And it's all shipped combined for the most part. We also have, I sell driftwood. I don't have it where you can buy it outright on the website, but if you're ever looking for spiderwood and Malaysian driftwood, shoot me a message and I can send you some pictures and get you some quality stuff at good pricing. If you compare our prices versus everybody else, you can see we're very competitive, even versus against Amazon. I beat Amazon on a lot of stuff, so it's pretty easy to do. Amazon isn't. Everybody goes to Amazon thinking it's a great place to shop. It's actually a shithole. So, in my point of view, I hate Amazon. Anyways, that's all I got. I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out, and peace.